drehe ich halt direkt um. Und wenn mir gleich nicht sagen will, wo dieser scheiß Krüppel hingelaufen ist, dann steche ich den ganz einfach ab. Ist sowieso ein Arschloch. Ganz einfach, Problem gelöst. Da weiß ich ja immer noch nicht, wo der Typ ist, aber mir geht es immer wenigstens besser. Laden war der? So, wo ist der Schwanz? Ich bin eins zu weit gelaufen. Sag mir, wo dein Pimmel ist.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Maybe I was. So, wo ist dein Schwanz?
I just want to ask about Hinek.
What do you want to know?
Where can I find?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there? He goes to the woods from time to time.
What do you mean? There's no law against...
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me.
When did you last...
A few days.
And that was...
I never saw...
So he was acting...
He was...
Another thing about the...
What is it?
What's that?
I found out that Hinek goes poaching in the woods and he's got a hideout there. What's... Don't worry. Hinek has much bigger problems than being caught poaching.
No, I'm not. It's true he used to go hunting in the woods sometimes.
Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp, because he always brought me freshly chopped firewood. And
Good. So at least I know.
Fuck that! Wo ist... Oh, okay.
Do you know who he sold?
he never told me straight up, but
For sure. How did you know?
he always talked about what he caught.
Gut.
Goodbye.
Geh mir aus den Augen, verzieh dich. Dumme Nutte. So, wo ist dieses scheiß Woodcutters Camp? Du kannst da oben, ach du Schande. Gut, Pebbles. Warte mal, X. Beweg deinen Arsch, kannst du tun.
Ja.
War nicht der Innkeeper, aber
Ja.
der Ollen auf dem Weg zu reden hat mir vielleicht sogar Gewalt erspart. Der gerade mal Glück gehabt. Oh, der Busch des Grauens.
Ja.
Also gut. Ich scheine hier die Route zu haben. Parkplatz, schön. Den Fluss hoch. Den kleinen Fluss auch bemerkt. Und dann... Ja, ich kann mich nicht in eine Richtung weiter drehen, wenn ich auf dem Pferderücken sitze. Logisch. Ich hab Drecksgaul.
Ja.
Gib dir mal Mühe. Also.
Da!
Okay, das ist ziemlich cool gemacht. Das gebe ich dem Spiel. Es sind die Details, die es cool machen. Manche Details zumindest. Kann ich meinen... Okay, so geht's.
Ja.
Was ist das hier? Pferdekadaver? Verbrannte Leichen. Quality Arrows. Cool. Was ist hier passiert? Herbert, sei wachsam. Woodcutters Camp, weiter im Norden.
Ja.
Wenn hier jetzt keiner da ist, wollte ich gerade sagen, aber ich höre jemanden. Noch seid ihr unschuldig, belasst es dabei.
Good day to you.
I'm looking for Hinek, the courier's son. I hear he sometimes comes here. Have you seen him?
Reeky? Aye. He's here now and again. Best ask Raspberry. He's friends with him.
Who's Raspberry?
You'll spot him easy enough. His face is red as a raspberry. Farewell.
Thank you.
My respects to you.
I'm looking for Hinek.
Aye, he comes stinking round here sometimes.
Who's Raspberry?
You'll spot him. May the Lord watch over you.
Da kam noch irgendwo ein Stand mit einem anderen Typen. Da hinten ist er. Noch ein Woodcutter. Na klar. Steh auf, du Drecksack! Ich schlag den so zusammen, wenn das keine Folgen haben würde.
Why are you waking me? Go away. Leave me be. I want to sleep.
Nicht richtig zu verkloppen, ganz im Ernst. Sag mal, was? Es ist mittags! Bist du Student oder was? Bah, ist ja ekelhaft. War klar, dass der, mit dem ich reden soll, wieder Abschaum ist. Hast du mir mit deinem Kumpel Stinkmolch irgendwie die ganze Nacht einen drauf gemacht, wa? Ey, wenn ich den in den Finger kriege, ne? Jetzt schläft der Nächste, ey. Was ist das denn hier für ein Laden? Hey, Maul
I'll
auf.
be with you.
You're an ugly motherfucker. Wo ist
Your
dein
mates
Kumpel?
say you know Hinnock, the courier's son.
Reeky. Aye, he shows up here sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm trying to find him.
Good luck then.
What do you mean?
Reeky is like some bloody hedgehog, always creeping around in the woods. And just as prickly.
So you see him there often?
More like we don't see him.
Has he been here recently?
A few days ago. He came by in the evening, well into his cups. He might have fallen somewhere and broken his neck for all I know.
So he went into the woods?
Aye, like always.
How do you know him?
We worked together building a mill by Yanovitz, and then he vanished. A year later I came here to work, and lo and behold, there's Reeky.
Do you know what he gets up to in the woods?
What do you reckon? Making money. It's no secret he goes poaching.
You're speaking as if that's perfectly legal.
No, that's not allowed. I know. I mean, I think he might be poaching, but maybe he's gathering firewood. No way for me to know, right?
Firewood, of course. I hear Reeky has a hideout in the woods somewhere. Do you know where it is?
Aye, I think I was there once.
You
Also,
think? What does that mean? Either you were there or you weren't.
Well, once me and Hinnock had a bit of a drink together here, and we ran out of ale. Hinnock said he had some stashed away in the woods, so off we went.
But do you remember anything about it? The direction or which path you took?
Aye, I can tell you exactly. We went from the edge of the camp here along the path down to the creek. A little upstream, there's a fallen tree bridging the water. We went across it to the other side, then we went uphill to a big boulder. You have to listen carefully there.
Why?
There's a spring nearby. Someone put a kind of little mill wheel on the stream below it. You can hear it going clap, clap, clap all day and night.
Uh-huh.
Once you find it, you go around the spring and nearby you'll see a clearing. That's where Hinnock's hideout is. It's an old mine gallery or cave.
gut.
Good luck to you.
Alles klar. Danke dir dafür. Wenn ich ihn finde, alles gut. Wenn ich ihn nicht finde und deine Beschreibung scheiße wert war, komme ich zurück und schneide dir die Eier ab. Jetzt hänge ich hier im Busch fest. Toll. So. I'm Henry, I'm stupid as fuck. Okay. Er sagte down the river, richtig? Oder up the river? Keine Ahnung. Ich brauch nochmal. Hey, wiederhol das.
About Hinnock.
Aye?
I hear Reeky. You think? But do you remember?
Aye. A little upstream, there's a...
Why?
Upstream.
Uh-huh.
Once...
May the Lord watch over you.
Du darfst laufen gerne, danke. Also. Down the path. Bis zum Flusses. Er sagte upstream. Quest-Beschreibung sagt es wieder go downstream. Hier geht's upstream. Hier ist ein Baum. Von mir aus auch so. Upstream Boulder. Es regnet, ja toll. Warum ist der Stream vorbei? Die andere Seite. Nase. Gehen wir mal hier hoch. Vielleicht ist es das. Das ist ein ausgerotteter Baum. Cross the bridge and go straight uphill. Der Mann war schon wieder fest. I have to go around the spring and find a clearing. Geh da hoch, Mann! Oh, eine 2 cm Steigung, das schaffe ich nicht. Ich bin nur ein Schmiedesohn. Oh, wo ist dieses scheiß schwule Drecksloch? Wenn ich den erwische, nicht, er wirkt den so. But in Raspberry section, I have to go around the spring and find a clearing. Ein Clearing ist ein Spalt, oder nicht? Google. Bla 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 bla. Clearing. Ich will das nicht auf Griechisch. Seid ihr bescheuert? Alter, das ist doch ein Scherz, oder? Danke. Übersetzung. Clearing. Das Clearing. Fick dich. Die Lichtung. Da unten steht eine Lichtung. Kein Spaß. Also wenn das hier keine Lichtung ist, dann ist nichts eine Lichtung. Wo ist der Affe? Da. Wäre vielleicht tatsächlich sogar nur relativ nördlich gewesen. Ich bin in den Wald hier reingegangen, ne? Ja. Ja gut, das wäre dann falsch gewesen. Cutscene, das ist die nächste Scheiße. Warte mal ab.
Jesus Christ. What am I to do? Not that I can expect any use from advice from you. At least, you have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men.
No.
Then who are you?
Thank God. We have an enemy in common.
That's not important. The important thing is we have a common foe.
Considering all the enemies I have, the odds of that are pretty high.
I'm talking about the gang that raided the Neuhof stud farm. I know you were there.
I was, but I've got nothing in common with those bastards.
I'll take your word for it, providing you tell me what you know.
I don't know why you should care. If it keeps my neck out of the noose, I'll spill the beans.
That Neuhof raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs then, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard. Well, they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking, I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was four of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Not anymore.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Who got your two gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams, quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. Knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp him.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. When Timmy finally turned up, two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well,
Hey, over here! It's up here. Oh, shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck! At least I did no idea. The two of us can take them by surprise.
Ich kann nicht kämpfen, Jung.
No fucking way. I'm gone. Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance. Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
3 Mann.
What's going on there? What's up? Hey! What's the matter? Come on! Lost your way!
Der Mann schon wieder sein Schild weggepackt, oder was? Warum macht der Mann das? Okay, pack halt dein Schwert weg.
You're dead!
Wo ist Reeky? Der hält nicht lange gegen 2 durch. Und ich auch nicht. Das ist das Klappding. Scheiße, wo ist der? Wow. Wenn er wegrennt, kann ich ihm auch nicht helfen. Oh. Pebbles. Wir bringen ihn nach Hause. Dann halt zu Fuß.